to show you than to explain.
Game on, buddy.
Go! You make a run, throw your body on your sled, and head on down the mountain. Hogback Mountain, to be specific. The sleds are 50, 60, 70 years old. In fact, the racers insist the steel made before World War II was better and faster.
I think I'm going to run the rocket plane. I crashed this and almost totaled it last weekend on a course. I put these braces across here because I broke this riser off and this cross member, bent this completely down in, but I got it repaired, and this is my best sled.
Got a few digs in her, but
repair is part of the fun for these guys who often end up in a bank or into each other. Flexible Flyer is the name here, but the Paris manufacturing company of Maine made speedsters, which are said to be faster if there's a little powder on the course. And only Mainers have won this title. Sled prep is key.
It's fun, you know, and I enjoy it. It's free. All you got to do is get a runner sled, take some sandpaper, some steel wool, whatever you want to do, wax paper, and, you know, grease the runners up.
We were in the basement with a grinder and a wire wheel, grinding off the paint, polishing it, filing down the tops, filing the sides, then a little sandpaper, 120, a little wax, a little buffing, but I think it's anyone's guess, really.
Fast runners, and if it's got a nice loose feel, you like to hear it clatter a little bit. You don't want it too tight.
This is kind of like being in an early Daytona 500.
Try to get down to the 4 finals.
There's rules.
It's rock, paper, scissors if you guys dispute.
But you get the sense that someday it'll be all formalized.
Number 30, who's number 30?
For example, to help get things going, I jumped in and helped set up the brackets.
Number 28, Billy Terry. Racing number 29, Jake Horton.
9 and 18.
The drivers then head for the start. No limos, no choppers. You walk to the top carrying your sled because there's sand on the inside of the track and you don't want to do anything that might slow you down. Up at the top, they're going over the rules.
The go is going to be ready, set, and I'm going to say go. And I'm not going to be consistent. It's not going to be ready, set, go. It's going to be ready, set, go, and you can move.
I donned the GoPro to give you a first-hand look at a race. The problem was when I dove onto my sled, the camera popped off.
Oh! He lost his camera.
That's all right. There are other GoPros that made it down the race course. Even though these races are usually held on the steeper and faster backside of the mountain, the sleds are plenty fast. As they say, having one of these sleds in your hands makes you feel like a kid again.
That's fun. And you know what? There's some skill to this, because I kind of scouted the course. You want to stay out of the little bit of powder that's built up on the inside and stay away from where there's a little bit of dirt on the inside. So round 2, I'm going to be good.
Obviously, there's strategy, and that involves defensive driving, as in defending against the guy who's trying to pass you. First sled to touch the line wins, but you have to be on the sled when it crosses the finish.
we got in the dirt, you know.
We got in the corner, side by side.
We pick her up and run. As long as you're on the sled when you cross her.
That's nice, yeah.
It's a good time.
Throughout the day, there was some great racing and some really funny conversations.
Can't make it back. That's what I told you. So I said, what happens in the corner, happens in the corner.
Happens in the corner.
Rubbing is right. You got bare knuckles for a reason.
I love the primitive nature of the sport. No helmets, no lycra. Someday, conditioning will be important, but this is not that day. The championships came down to two-time winner Brian Trahan.
Win that title, fastest runner sled in all the land.
And five-time bridesmaid Carrie Merrifield.
This is going to be something. Here they come. He's got his first
And while the event is all in good fun, Carrie's reaction shows it means a lot if you live around Hogback Mountain.
This is probably my best friend as far as racing runner sleds go. You know, the last time we raced, I got drunk and fell off my sled and didn't get to race him.
I took him off the
And
start,
today,
but
I drank Gatorade before I raced him because I wanted to beat him.
Congratulations.
took him off the start with my feet. He tucked in behind me,
Long time coming.
took me on the outside
Good
of the
job, man.
draft, and I could never
Good
catch
job.
him again. That was the end of that.
Fast down the hill.
Good job, bud.
And he didn't donate a sled this year. What the hell?
You didn't need it.
Oh, it was a good time. Whew. Brian,
How we do that?
it was very clean. Thank you.
G.W. Martin, who owns a farm at the base of the mountain and is the energy behind the New England Runner Sled Association, says it's fun all winter and you don't have to race.
It's a non-motorized trail.
Yep.
It goes all the way to the top of Hogback Mountain. You can
Yep.
drive up there. We have snow plows that keep it clear, and
Yep.
we have groomers that keep it down. And it's a great place to bring the family. And come on up and enjoy yourselves.
What do you charge them?
Nothing is free.
Nothing's free.
Nothing's free. This is. Yeah, it's free. I mean, we accept donations. Homemade, homegrown, or cash. Yeah.
I'll cut that after you say we accept donations. Hey, wait.
Runner sleds enable you to act like a kid and breathe cold winter air. If that sounds fun, head over to Hogback, where what walks up must sled down.